just went past the saluting base. The thunder can, of course, be felt over here. One of the sounds we've all been waiting for. But of course, the fog has dampened the fly past a little. Not our spirits, just some maneuvers.
Display of power, governance, and an application that the nation is safe and giving us all a feeling of reassurance.
खराब मौसम के बावजूद वायुसेना के विमानों का यहाँ शानदार फ्लाई पास्ट और जनता में उत्साह।
I think that's the most beautiful part of National Day celebrations. The coming together of all of us over here, that by itself is spirit elevating. Republic Day celebrations are often also reflective in nature. Today we not only pay homage to soldiers who exhibited acts of bravery, many of them singularly daring and way beyond what was thought possible, but we also recognize that times are changing, that context, science, techniques, and art of war are also changing. With the nature of threats to national security changing, the handling of these need to change too. And today our armed forces have shown us not only armed power, but also very, very well-trained manpower, valor and daring. Today, as much as in physical acts is required in courageous decision-making too in times of crisis. And today, as the President's bodyguard come to escort the Chief Commander of the Armed Forces back to her residence, we reaffirm our confidence in our armed forces as they exhibit their focus on maintaining the quality of their rank and file, equipment and technology to remain positioned and prepared to deal with any situation, existing or emergent.
राष्ट्रपति अंगरक्षक सलामी मंच के सामने अपना स्थान लेते हुए
the national anthem now.
राष्ट्रपति अंगरक्षक सलामी देंगे राष्ट्रीय सल्यूट मध्य टेक
Proud moment for President Draupadi Murmu. This is her first Republic Day as President and Chief of the Armed Forces, the Supreme Commander.
We were indeed honored to have in our midst
the VIP carcades have started arriving, and first the President of India will be seen off by the Prime Minister and the Defense Minister. Days like today offering us possibilities to step out of our routine lives and touch this wondrous fusion of mind, heart and spirit that define our nationhood. Our chief guest, along with our president, depart from the saluting base. In fact, a question that often comes up in today's world of quick turnaround times and tasks is that What is the role of traditional ceremonies and protocol? Well, history, tradition, ceremonial protocol all have a way of giving context, of anchoring the present in a stability that has weathered many storms. Institutions need to be nurtured organically. They go beyond the individual, and that's the reason tenures and terms are linked to people, not institutions. A healthy democracy resting on transitions of people, parties, and power. The Defense Minister, Shri Rajnath Singh, seeing off the dignitaries.
माननीय राष्ट्रपति जी और हमारे मेहमान मिस्र के महामहिम राष्ट्रपति प्रस्थान कर रहे हैं अब कर्तव्य पथ से। भव्य गणतंत्र दिवस समारोह यादगार बनता हुआ गणतंत्र का उत्सव अपने सबसे निखरे हुए रूप में देश और दुनिया के सामने है। भारतवासी गर्व करें ऐसा शानदार समारोह। विदेशी मेहमान प्रफुल्लित, अपार गौरव और प्रेरणा के अनेक पल भावनाओं की एक एल्बम सी बन गई है। माननीय राष्ट्रपति प्रस्थान कर रही हैं। हमने आजादी के 75 वर्ष पूरे किए हैं। इसे हम आजादी के अमृत महोत्सव के रूप में मना रहे हैं। दुनिया में भारत की आवाज अब ध्यान से सुनी जाती है और मानी भी जाती है। घुड़सवार अंगरक्षकों के साथ राष्ट्रपति जी का काफिला राष्ट्रपति भवन की ओर।
So though the parade concludes at Rajpath in the capital today, the celebrations do not end, and we as Indians have much to celebrate. A republic where the constitution is the guiding spirit, a diversity that helps us understand differences with sensitivity, a young population that could be an economic boon, and of course a unity that bridges differences and challenges divisive forces. After the President's departure, we now await the departure of the Vice President of India.
भारत की राष्ट्रपति माननीय श्रीमती द्रौपदी मुर्मू और 74वें गणतंत्र दिवस के मुख्य अतिथि मिस्र के राष्ट्रपति महामहिम अब्दुल फतेह अल सीसी समारोह पूर्वक प्रस्थान कर चुके हैं। कर्तव्य पथ के ऊपर रायसीना पहाड़ी की ओर अग्रसर होता हुआ ये काफिला इस वर्ष की गणतंत्र दिवस परेड कई मायनों में खास रही है, यादगार रही है। विशेष आमंत्रित अतिथियों के अलावा समाज के अलग अलग वर्गों से आने वाले सामान्य नागरिक भी इसमें शामिल रहे। विशेष तौर पे वे श्रमयोगी जिन्होंने पुनर्विकसित कर्तव्य पथ को उसका वर्तमान स्वरूप प्रदान करने में अहम भूमिका निभाई। देश के उपराष्ट्रपति श्री जगदीप धनखड़ और श्रीमती सुदेश धनखड़ रवाना हो रहे हैं कर्तव्य पथ से। सही अर्थों में श्रमयोगियों की कर्तव्य पथ पर उपस्थिति राष्ट्र निर्माण के उत्सव में जन भागीदारी की मिसाल के तौर पर इसे देखा जा सकता है। सबका साथ, सबका विश्वास, सबका प्रयास, यही है आज के नए भारत की नई अनुभूति, नया उद्घोष।
India's Republic Day celebrations are an occasion to rejoice in the rituals of democracy, whose norms are finally laid out in the Constitution. For many Indians at home and abroad who take pride in their Constitution, the recognition of their country as the world's largest democracy, it is yet another opportunity to fly the tricolour at home and take pride in all things Indian. The Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, acknowledging the greetings of the people who are assembled here as he moves forward, greeting them on the 74th Republic Day parade. You've got a vast number of people who've been invited here as special guests, first time being included in the largest spectacle, and some of them as As mentioned before, are the Shram Yogis, the ones who have worked to show us what the vista looks like today. They're still continuing their work with the ongoing construction of the new parliament, the enclaves, the executive enclaves of the Vice President and the Prime Minister's office and residence, and other important buildings of the power corridor, as it were, of the nation. The pride and elan of the parade over these years is impossible to forget. The discipline, the turnout, the military bearing of the personnel participating in the parade all add to the collective spirit of national pride. And the freeze and fog of the January mornings in Delhi notwithstanding, the show goes on, and the Prime Minister here very enthusiastically greeting and acknowledging the contribution of all these Shram Yogis who are here. Street vendors, milk vendors, people who are all helping us in making a life and contributing to the nation.
Contact, connect, and communicate. The mantra of governance, Prime Minister Narendra Modi reaching out, waving out, in more ways than one, to all present here. What an exciting moment for all of them to see their Prime Minister so close up. And today, as we participate in this festival of progress and prosperity, days like today remind us that we are not just individuals, but a part of a larger collective, a whole, that is definitely greater than just the sum of its parts. People, cornerstone of organic renewal. The Prime Minister recognizing this, acknowledging this, and greeting the people on the 74th Republic Day celebrations.
प्रधानमंत्री कर्तव्य पथ के दोनों ओर जो दीर्घाएं हैं, वहां जाकर उन्होंने मौजूद दर्शकों का अभिवादन स्वीकार किया। और इस यादगार गणतंत्र दिवस समारोह को और भी यादगार बना रहे हैं उन सभी लोगों के लिए जो यहां आए और प्रधानमंत्री को इतने नजदीक से वो देख रहे हैं। जैसा हम सब जानते हैं, पिछले 3 वर्षों से दुनिया कोविड महामारी से जूझ रही है। पिछले वर्ष के मुकाबले इस बार हालात अब बेहतर हैं और जिस तरह की लड़ाई भारत ने कोविड के खिलाफ लड़ी है, उसका उदाहरण दुनिया भर में दिया जाता है। हमने दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा टीकाकरण अभियान चलाकर 220 करोड़ से भी ज्यादा खुराकें दी हैं और इस समय जब हम बात करें इस समारोह को मनाने की, तो बिना कोविड प्रतिबंधों के हमने अपना ये उत्सव आज मनाया है।
In the recent past, despite the pandemic years, the country has witnessed resurgence in all sectors with the launch of numerous schemes by the government to highlight ease of living, ease of business, and digitalization towards a holistic growth of the country. The Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, still acknowledging the greetings and cheers of the people here who still want to reach out and convey to him their pride and happiness in celebrating this magnificent parade.
At this moment of celebration, it would be nice to remember that on this cloudy 26th of January, we began the celebrations with paying homage to the Amar Jawan. And even right now, as we are celebrating here in the capital, our men and women in uniform stand guard, keeping a watchful eye, protecting our land over ice-capped mountains and snowy slopes and dusty dunes that seem to go on endlessly, vigilant, strong, and capable, so that we may carry on with our lives like we are doing right now It must be a very emotional moment for the Prime Minister to see the public responding to him with such joy. Celebration writ large in every movement of his.
तस्वीरों को देखते हुए मौसम और कोहरे का हम अंदाजा लगा सकते हैं। दूर देखते हैं तो वहां विजिबिलिटी काफी कम, लेकिन फिर भी आज जिस शानदार गणतंत्र उत्सव के हम सब गवाह बने, वो हम सबको याद रहेगा, हमारी यादों में बसा रहेगा। प्रधानमंत्री प्रस्थान कर रहे हैं कर्तव्य पथ से। गणतंत्र दिवस के सफल आयोजन के बाद, इस समारोह के बाद सीधे सपाट रास्तों में मोड़ कभी कभी बदलाव की धुरी बन जाते हैं। देश और व्यक्ति की यात्रा में सही मार्ग का चयन भविष्य तय कर देता है। हमें गर्व है कि हमने वक्त की उंगली को थामा है। अब विकास पथ ही कर्तव्य पथ है। गणतंत्र दिवस की अनेक शुभकामनाएं। जय हिंद।